Hey everyone, here's another update on the lean-to greenhouse. I've started to install some of the polycarbonate panels. You can see I've got the roof panel up and I've got one of the side panels up. So I'm learning as I go along how to handle these polycarbonate panels. You have to have the right saw blade with as many teeth as possible so you don't get any chip outs, and you have to cut these rails here and use like dish soap in order to be able to. It's a really tight fit to get these. You really have to use a rubber mallet to get them on, even when you've got soap on the panel to help get them inserted into these rails. But winter seems to be holding off a little bit. It's a little bit colder today. I think the high is going to be about 47. So hopefully I can still have some time to finish this. Now on these metal extrusions, when you're using these, you don't need to use the cloth or the foil tape to seal the ends because it's such a tight fit. But on the bottom rail here, you do need to drill a couple of weep holes, maybe an 1/8 inch diameter bit. You don't want anything larger because you don't want bugs getting in there. Maybe, mason bees who'd probably love to get in here and build their little nests in here. So you do want to put a couple of weep holes in here. So I have these extrusions on all four sides, and you can see there is a front and a back to these, so make sure you have the panel facing the right way. The blue covering here faces outside, and it's labeled to make sure that you don't miss that. Let's see, here's the side out. So this plastic comes off. And there's a white plastic film that comes off the back. So I put this temporary board up here to support the panel instead of trying to clamp it. I'll rest it on top of this. I measured it to where I want it, and I'm using these stainless steel screws. I get 1.5 inch and 3/4 inch. So I'd like to have these screws go into the 2x4s. You can imagine that with a good force wind, you know, catching these panels, I'm concerned about having them rip out, so I'm trying to secure them as best I can. Last we have got these wood screws with this washer with the rubber gasket on the one side, and you don't want to put too many holes in the polycarbonate because you reduce the R value and reduce the integrity of the polycarbonate. I mean, defeats the purpose. You're only starting off with, like, I think it's 1.04 or 1.4 R value. So you don't want to punch too many holes into the polycarbonate. And you don't want to compress this too much. Just barely snug. That's it. So there's the panel. One more panel completed, one more panel closer to finishing the greenhouse. And stay tuned for some more updates, and thanks for watching my videos.